Hey Minion, so I look like Pooey Butthole right now, but my friend asked me to, well actually no, she didn't ask me. She said she didn't know how to do makeup and I was like, video idea. So that's what I'm going to be doing. But I also just look like Poopy Butthole, and if I did my makeup, it would be great. So, first things first, I always tie my hair up, and I also use this thing just to make sure that my baby hairs don't get in my makeup. And I usually do more down my neck. You'll see in a minute. But I'm not today because I'm wearing a cute hoodie. So first things first, I have my Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. It's a thin foundation, and then I also use these bronzing drops. Right, me with my no nails, I'm trying to do ASMR. And I also use my Milani Skin Tint Concealer, or Perfect Concealer, I don't know. This is the best concealer I've ever used. It is perfect because it's more pink, because I'm more pink toned instead of yellow toned, and that's what mainly concealers are. And so this is just the best I've used. So, yeah. Anyways, so I get my little beauty blender and I get some foundation on it and I just wipe it. I wipe it on, right? And I use not too insanely much, but I use a good bit. Just make sure all of it's on my face. So cutesy, so gorge. Then we use some of the bronzing drops. And you have to make sure to wet your beauty blender when you start to blend, because the blender is gonna soak up all the makeup. And I'm a bathroom girly, so my sink is always here, but if you're not, just remember to do that before you start your makeup. And then you just blend it, and you blend it like shit because no one cares that much. And I always get tired when I'm blending, so I end up just wiping, and it's just, who's gonna tell? Who's going to tell me otherwise? Just, doesn't she look so gorgeous? Basically, oh shit, basically flawless. Anyways, next. One thing I can't live without, my KK Beauty Couture. Wait, what was it?
One thing you can never live without.
My family.
What's the one thing you can never live without?
Can't live without my KKW contour.
My KK Beauty. One thing I can't live without, my family. One thing I can't live without, my KK Beauty. Anyways, I put a little bit too much on, but who cares? And I use the same blender because what the fuck, who cares? And I just put it in my under eyes, and it does really help brighten. I think there's also caffeine in it or something. And isn't this the cutest angle ever? And sometimes, because I use a really thick or intensive lash serum, my eyes will be really red. And so I'll just do it over my whole eye, but it's been calming down, so. And I like to make sure my inner corners are really, excuse me, are really blended in. Okay, I'm back. So what you will usually want to do with your concealer is you want to put it over some red spots. My foundation covered it pretty well, but I will still put a little bit of foundation. My foundation covered it really well, but I will a little concealer over it. And you can still see that there's spots, you can't get rid of that. But you'll want to keep it on there just to let it set for a second while you do other things. I'm going to start with cream blush, and I am using She Glam. I bought this in 7th grade, and it's still working strong, so I don't care. blush you use, you don't need that much. And you're gonna want a brush for this. Now, I use a contour brush, but you're not supposed to, but I like it. And then you just want to blend it in. A blush brush is supposed to be more dense in the middle and fluffy around the edges, but I do like a contour brush because it keeps it all in one place and just kind of buff it out. I like to do it more on the outsides of my face. I used to put it on the middle, but I just noticed how it didn't look good. So now I use period. But as you can see, I'm still looking a little pale. I think that's just the lighting, because when I look in the mirror, I don't look pale. So I don't know. But I want to tap it in. I like to tap it in like that and not to over blend it, or else it'll come off. Next thing you do is use powder blush. And now you want to like tap it out, because there's going to be a lot of excess dust that's going to go way too much. It's going to make your blush way too strong. So you just want to tap it out, or like sometimes I go like this if I really realize I use too much. And I just like to lightly blend it in. And blush is the first thing to go, especially a powder blush. So if you do end up looking like a little bit of a clown, leave it for a couple minutes. But if you're like running late, don't know what to tell you. Just give it a second. Next thing, I always like to do my eyes last, and I know some people like to do it first, but I like to do it last because I do have a lash lift, so I don't end up having to curl my lashes. But I will show you how to curl them. I like the e.l.f. curler because it's the best. So I like to go in and make sure it's right on the waterline, and close it slowly just to make sure I'm not pinching anything. And I like to press it a couple times, and you can tell how much different it is. I stopped using a curler because I noticed that my lashes were falling out, so I stopped. I do about like 5 times, and you can tell that they're all up. Sometimes I do have to brush my lashes though, like it's not a bad thing. You can use a spoolie or like a little brush. I like to use a spoolie, and I do like having it bent like this because it just helps with the shape. Now for eyes, the Milani Kohl eyeliner is the best. Depending on what eyeliner look you want, what I usually just like to do, I like to put it on my top eyelid just to like make my lashes look fuller when I put on mascara. I can do it in here actually. So you want to look down and away so that you can and pull your eye up, down and away. And I like to put a little bit extra in the corner here just to make my eyes look a little fuller. As you can tell, there is going to be a little fallout, but just wipe it off. It don't matter. I have used a bunch of different eyeliners, such as Wet n Wild, and one from like an eyeshadow kit. But I do like this one the best. So professional, right? I usually do it cleaner than this. But when you use a Q-tip, depending on how you put on your concealer, don't put water on it and just try to wipe it off. Promise you won't smudge that much. And then you can just take it off. And I'm gonna finish doing my eyeliner really quick. You just gotta make it like clean and over your top lid, and kind of close your eye, and you want to just wipe it off. One way I like to do it is just like to rub it across, because it's just faster and easier. See how much fuller my lashes look? I haven't put on any mascara. But you can also tell there's going to be some fallout. And sometimes what I like to do is I like to put extra right here to just, it makes my eyes pop. And so you don't have to do this, and you would usually just wipe it off. But it depends on the look. So I'll do one look on this side, one look on this side. Just want to add a little extra. I don't like doing it on my whole eye because it just makes me look kind of weird. And then I like to have extra little fallout come onto the end. You can see how it's like lighter here and darker here. Sorry, it's cold out. And then we'll wipe this off. And then the mascara I like to use, Better Than Sex. It makes my lashes unclumpy, it makes them long, and the formula is amazing. And how you want to put it on is you want to put it on the base of your lash and blink with it and go. I like to do like 1 or 2 coats, and you just want to blink with the mascara. Now, I'm a light makeup person because I feel like having a dark look just isn't really me. Whoa, the difference between the 2 eyes. So this is one way you can do your eye. I don't know where to look. And this is the other way. I don't know where to look. But yeah, I normally put like another coat of mascara once this dries. Another thing that you can do, your brows. Now, for brows, there we go. There's a bunch of ways you can do your brows. I have an eyebrow pencil, an eyebrow gel, and one with tint. So when you have an eyebrow tint, you want to make sure it's the right shade, obviously. And I like to take off a lot of extra because obviously that's extra. And you want to like lightly put it on. You don't want to make it too dark. Right? And then you want to go with your spoolie. You kind of just fluff it out a little bit. Right? And so this is basically I only use this one because it's like, it just makes a little tint, and I don't have to fill in my eyebrows. But if you did, you would use this. And you only want to do small strokes. It will fill in a minute, of course. Do not worry. If you like rub it in, it's gonna look really bad. So you just want to do your strokes. I should have done this after the eyebrow gel. But as you can tell, this one's more shaped and this one is just darker. Maybe I should have done this in the mirror. But yeah. You also should get a good one. This one isn't the best, I will say. But you can definitely tell the different shades and like how my eyebrows look. Personally, just gotta say. Anyways, you can use clear gel or clear mascara for all of this because it literally doesn't matter. Okay, that happened. But also, as you can tell, like the blush is not too much or anything. Where'd my eyeliner go? And then if I want, I can just either take off this or add something to here. It depends on like the look that you want to go for. But yeah, one more thing, your lips. Now, one thing I've learned, lip liner will change your look. You want to start from the corner and kind of go like this, pulling it out, up. personally, I don't like overlining my lips because it looks super fake. And it's really hard, so I don't do it. And lip liner, everything is just practice makes perfect. I'm nowhere near the best at any of this. And then after lip liner, I will usually use either Vaseline or lip gloss because you can tell this isn't blended. You want to still kind of blend it in. I don't think I have any good lip gloss in there, so I'm just gonna use huge ass jug, but nice bit. And now I do go a little lip liner crazy because I don't believe it looks like I have anything on because I'm crazy. Hey, so while I was editing this, I noticed that I didn't shout out my lip liner, and it's a L'Oreal Richie Color Richie. I have no clue. It says anti-feathering. Actually, no clue what color this is, but this is the shade. Pretty sure it's Richie or something. But I noticed that some people like to use lip liner like less. Like as you can see, there's barely any coming out, or a little. This is the normal. I like to use it a little extra. Like this, or I don't know if it's extra. That's how much I like to like pull out. That's what she said. And I like to go from this side and pull just so that I can get it from the side, because I feel like getting it from the side helps get more color. Also, starting from the top, starting in the middle for the top. Other than that, pretty shitty tutorial, but you're still watching, so that's great. So back to the video. I love this shade because it's like a brown kind of pink. There we go. Guys, I need to wash my hair tonight. And here is the look. I'm gonna do the other eye with eyeliner because this just is throwing me off. This is more everyday. This is more like going out. But it's throwing me. And also, it's like, I have been doing makeup and eyeliner for a really long time, and I still haven't gotten it perfect, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. So just at night when you're about to take a shower, do some makeup. You'll get perfect. And it's like, foundation, not needed. Blush, it's cute. Eyeliner, it's cute. Everything that I've done, it's really just trial and error, especially with your shades. I can't tell you how hard it is to get your shade. So I do suggest you just go to Sephora and like swatch some things, but other than that, I feel like everything is like self-explanatory. So one thing I forgot to say, you want to set it. If you don't set it, it's gonna crease and it's gonna come off. It's gonna come off anyways, but it will crease. One way I like to put it on, it's Wet n Wild. I've had this for so fucking long, I don't even know what it is. It's Wet n Wild. It's the setting powder. And I just have to use my sponge, or if I'm feeling fancy, I might use a brush. And then I like to get it from the lid and take some powder. I want to knock it off. Put it under your eye and try to like blend it in so that your concealer doesn't crease. And then I like to also just put it everywhere. You usually some, like, not even neater. No, that's a lie. I don't do it neater. I just put it on so that it sets on my face. And then you'd also want to use a setting spray. But if you like to have your makeup more glowy, I wouldn't set your makeup. I was gonna say. Other than that, I wouldn't set your makeup with powder. Definitely with setting spray. But things will come off, like maybe a little blush or maybe a little eyeliner, definitely your lip liner. Other than that, I feel like your look is gonna look fine throughout the day. Anyways, bye. Thank you for watching. If you like this, you should watch my other stuff and have a great day or night. So bye.